guys, welcome. I'm Marta and I'm going to lead you through a 30-minute, I'm going to try to get to about 30 minutes, a slow flow vinyasa. So if you like the class, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Thanks. All right, let's get started. We're going to start in a supine position. So this is sort of more of a full body practice today. In just a more of an abbreviated fashion. So you're going to start on your back. Any supine position that you want is totally cool. Like I'm going to start in just Shavasana today. With my palms up, my shoulders soft. And we're just going to start with some deep breath. Retraining your body, your mind to take full deep breaths. Softening any tension in your eyes and your jaw. And just settle into your practice. If you want to set an intention for your practice, go ahead and do so right here. It can be an intention for yourself or maybe an intention for somebody else who's going through some challenges. Two more breaths. And taking care of your body today. If any of the moves we do don't feel good or painful, modify or just take them out of the practice. Go ahead and from here come into Apanasana, which is just bringing your knees into your chest. You can roll out a little bit, the lower back, roll out the ankles. And just sort of roll around on the spine, and the lower back. And then go ahead and hug the knees into your chest, keeping your head relaxed. And either with your hand or a strap or a towel, if your hamstrings are super tight, you'll put a strap over your foot. Not, you can grab your big toe with your peace fingers and extend it up to the sky. From here, bring the left foot to the floor. And we're just going to stay here today. Either holding the big toe or the strap. Doesn't have to have a loop in it. The strap just looks like this. Okay, wherever you are is perfect. And keep your left hand on that left hip. Just keeping it nice and rooted down through the mat. From here, go ahead and open your right leg to the side. Yours might come down a little bit farther. I've got a wall restricting me a little bit. But keep the tension in the hamstrings. And we're just going to use this to start to open up the hamstrings today. And then come back to center. I'm going to have you switch hands. And we're just going to either hold your strap or your big toe. We're just going to cross the midline. Hold the tension. You'll feel the stretch in your IT band, which is on the outside of the right hip to the right knee. And then come back to center, bend that knee, and then bring the left knee back into the chest. And we'll just kind of reset for the left side. From here, extend the left leg up, grab the big toe, Maybe you're like me, my left hamstring is much tighter than my right. It's gotten better over the years, but it's still just a little bit tighter. And then bring the right foot down. And again, use your strap or your towel. Right hand on the right hip. Think about where the breath is going, wherever that resistance is. That's where I want you to send it, into the belly of the hamstring. Send it some breath. All right, from here, hold the tension. Let's open the left arm, left leg, rather. Come all the way down so the elbow is touching the floor. And then let's come all the way back up. And bring it back up to center. Switch your hands. And just cross the midline. And then bend the left knee, bring the right knee back into your chest. I'm going to roll back and forth, around on the spine a little bit. And then extend the left leg nice and long. Hug the right knee to the right armpit. Flex both feet. Then use your left hand to draw the right knee up over the body. You can cactus or goalpost out the right arm. If this is too intense, you can always put a prop underneath your right knee. Take a few breaths all along this twisted area, the right side body. And then on the next exhale, bring your right knee first, then the left knee, and extend the right leg out. Left knee, squeeze it towards the left armpit. And then use the right hand to bring the knee up over the body. You can cactus the left arm. Again, isolating the breath along the left side body. Exhale, left knee first, then the right knee. And you're going to come up to a seated position. So you can either roll to your side or roll back and forth and come on up. We're going to come into tabletop position. So a little bit more warm-up movement before we come into that first sun A. So coming into tabletop, let's bring the hands as wide as the mat, knees together. Bring your head down, shake out your neck, and then find movement from side to side. Go ahead and tuck your toes under. And start by just wagging the hips from side to side. And then when you're ready, you're going to come into circles all the way around. Chakravakasana, one of my favorite postures to warm up. The hips, the side body, get a little bit of movement going. And then once your hips come to your heels again, with the toes tucked, you can extend the hands out, maybe come up to the fingertips, but press into the big toe mound. Integrating the shoulders into the sockets, you'll feel a little opening in the middle of the upper back. And then go ahead and walk your hands towards your feet and have a seat on your heels. Clasp the hands, press the palms towards the front, and the arms go up and back. Clasp the hands behind your back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. A little freedom, liberating your spine, relaxing through the shoulders. And go ahead and come up to the knees, come off your toes, roll out your feet. Release the hands, coming back to tabletop. This time bring the knees underneath the hip bones, and we'll go through just some cats and cows, just a few. As you inhale, open your heart. As you exhale, round and tuck. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, round and tuck. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, round and tuck. All right, coming back to a neutral spine. We're going to alternate. Extend the right arm forward and the left leg back. Navel up and in. All right, from here, plant the right hand in the left knee. Alternate left hand to right. All right, so come back to center. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Back to center. So reach. A couple more times. Reach. Just alternating, keeping the navel tucked up and in. One more each side, and then we're going to hold the right side. So the right arm, left leg. You're going to bend that left leg, and it might stay there, or maybe you can grab the inside, the pinky side of your left foot, and then kind of kick into that leg to a variation of a dancer's pose. And then release. Left arm forward, right leg. And then again, bend the leg, stay there, grab the inside, the pinky side of that toe, kick into it, and expand through the heart. And then release. From here, we're going to come into your first down dog. So if there's any wrist stretches you want to do, I like to do just a couple to warm up the wrists and also into the fingers. So if you're warming up the wrists, you're keeping the elbows fairly straight, and then maybe hold that position just with the heels of the hands lifting. Bend the elbows to come into the fingertips. That seems to work. Then roll out your wrists. Come into your first down dog by setting your foundation, your hands. All right, set the hands, index fingers parallel, bring the hips high. Pedal it out, so we'll hold this first one, pedaling it out. Movement, I always like to keep a little bit wider stance on this first down dog so I have more access to a little bit more movement through the shoulders. You want to externally rotate your arm bones. So as you do so, you'll feel a little broadening in the sternum area. And from here, go ahead and bend your knees and press your torso towards your thigh bones. Again, externally rotating the arm bones. And then walk your hands to your feet. And we'll come into Ragdoll. So widen up your stance if you have your feet at hip width. Widen it up as wide as your mat. Connect your torso to your thigh bones and then just hang out here. If the floor is far away, use a block or something for your hands. All right, and then find the 4 corners of your feet. Again, this is more of an organic movement for you if you've been here before, but make sure that you're not rounding your back. I'd rather you bend your knees and find the hinge at the hips. That's why I like to connect the thigh bones to the torso. From here, keep that where the hinge is, and then maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe start to straighten the legs, but not if this happens, right? So keep the hinges at the hips, the head falls heavy. Then just kind of feel around in your feet. Where is your tendency to put your weight? We're trying to equalize it in the 4 corners of each foot. So that's under the big toe mound, under the baby toe mound, and then the heel. Think of it as having 2 edges, and we're trying to equalize that pressure. And once you've held the center position a little bit, maybe find A little bit of movement. This always feels really good. Just sway from side to side. Then coming back to center, let the hands fall to the mat. We're going to come to plank pose. Pushing the floor actively away, drawing up through the knee caps to engage your quadriceps, and just lower down to the mat. Bring your fingertips wide. All 10 toenails are down and they're hip width. Navel to spine, kneecaps lifted. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. So this is Cobra. And you can use Cobra probably with your hands closer to your shoulders instead of coming up to upward facing dog. So this is Cobra. Upward facing dog is when you lift up, thigh bones are lifted all the way to the tops of your feet. Your shoulders are right over your wrists, okay? So if that bugs your lower back, you're gonna stay right here in Cobra, okay? Tuck your toes under, come back to your knees, and then we're gonna come back to downward facing dog. Hips go high. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Come to the top of the mat. Your feet can be together or hip width. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Inhale as you elongate from the tailbone to the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms up all the way up to standing. Let's grab your left wrists and lift and open the side body. Come back up, inhale. Grab your right wrist, lift out of the right hip so you're finding length in the side body. Inhale up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands. You can jump or step, high plank, toes or knees, chaturanga to up dog, or all the way down to Cobra to down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Utkatasana. All right, Virtasana. Drawing the lower ribs back. So you want a nice neutral tailbone here. Inhale. As you exhale, keep the hips square to the front, but we're just gonna twist, open arm, right shoulder back, sink a little deeper, come back up, inhale, and twist to the left. Coming back to center, inhale. Airplane arms, you can stay flat-footed or come up to the toes. Find some length in your neck. Think about taking the wrinkles out. In 5, we're gonna come back to chair pose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to chair. From here, eagle arms, right under left arm. You could come to shoulders or wrap it around so the thumbs face your nose. Root down through your left foot, lift your right leg up and over. You can keep your toe down like a kickstand, or you can wrap all the way. From here, lift your elbows and then soften the shoulders back down, okay? From here, use your core to bring your knees to your elbows, or your elbows to your knees. And then we're gonna hold and squeeze the arm and legs for 5, squeeze, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release to mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, high plank, your vinyasa to downward dog. Let's inhale, the right leg high. And we're keeping the hips square here. Bring the knee to your nose, find that hollowing out of the belly, and step the foot on the inside of your right thumb. If it doesn't get up high enough, use your right hand to draw it forward. Your feet have their own lanes here. So move through the hips a little bit, check your alignment, right? Your feet have their own lanes. Your right knee is directly over your ankle. Left hand down or on a block. We're going to inhale, your right arm high. Let's roll the wrist and the shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring that your right arm all the way under your right thigh. 2 more, inhale, open. And then underneath the right thigh, hug in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, hug in. Last one, inhale, expand. Hug in. Coming back to twisted low lunge. From here, you have the option of dropping the back foot so you're on the knife edge of your left foot, and you can come onto the knife edge of your right foot. And just open. Coming back through briefly to low lunge, you're going to sweep the right foot back into Vasisthasana, side plank. Keep rainbowing up the hips. Then we're going to transition to low lunge. So you're going to want to lift the right leg, maybe bend it, and twist it all the way around into low lunge again. From here, keep the hands on the floor or your fingertips on the floor. We're going to come to Jiva squat. So inhale as you press the hips down, lift the chest. Exhale, Jiva squat. So that left knee's behind the right. Inhale back, exhale Jiva. Inhale back, exhale Jiva. Stay high or come all the way down to the mat. From here, coming back to low lunge, step it back. Inhale, press the hips down, lift the chest. This time bring the knee to the nose. You're hugging in using your core. 2 more, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hold it right here with the left knee to your chest. All right, keep the right knee with a bend, but find your balance by bringing your hands to your heart space. Extend the left leg back into an airplane leg. Inhale. As you exhale, airplane the arms. Lift the chest. Activating the muscles in the left leg by flexing your toes or your foot. All right, holding this airplane position for transition, you're going to dot the left toes on the floor and open it up to Warrior 2. Find the alignment. Right toe straight forward, left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Right knee is tracking over the right pinky toe. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. So your options is to have this right forearm on your thigh, right, or the floor, or a block. So your arms like 12 and 6 o'clock. Pause here. Breathe deeply, opening the right hip by pushing into the right thigh, and then encouraging the left hip to open as well. On an inhale, reverse warrior. Pause here, and then we're going to flow between extended side angle. So your right knee wants to start to straighten when we come to reverse. Keep it nice and deep. Inhale, and then we flow. Exhale, extended side. This time the left arm comes over the ear line. 2 more. Inhale, keep that angle of the right knee, and exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and vinyasa. Windmill down, high plank, your vinyasa. Maybe chaturanga or lower down for cobra or up dog to down. Bend the knees, look forward, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. All right, lower the ribs, draw in. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Just the arms, just through the waist. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Airplane arms. Come up to the toes if you'd like. In 5, we'll come back to chair. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. All right, eagle. Left arm under right. All right, root down through your right foot. Lift the left up and over. Lift the elbows. Soften the shoulders. Then from the core, elbows come to meet the knee. And then we squeeze like crazy for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Plant the hands, high plank. Chaturanga. Up dog to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Knee to nose. Step it through to low lunge, and then again, feet in their own lane. Move around a little bit. Always feel free to help your left foot forward with your left hand. Right hand down. Inhale, left arm high. Let's roll out the shoulder and the wrist. Open it up, inhale. Exhale, left hand comes up and under. 2 more, inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Holding here, inhale. Option is to come to the knife edge of the right foot and the knife edge of the left foot. Let's come back to low lunge briefly. Vasisthasana. You can always put this right knee down as well. Stacking the joints, rainbow the hips up. Breathe. Pushing the floor away, stacking the right shoulder over the right wrist. And then lift, bend the left knee, step it to the front, low lunge. Inhale, hips down, exhale, Jiva squat. Inhale, exhale, Jiva squat. Inhale, exhale, Jiva squat. Stay here, or come all the way to a seat. Hands back, step it back. Low lunge, knee to nose. Low lunge, knee to nose. Low lunge, hold it here, knee to nose. Find your balance, find your dristi. Left knee is bent, hands come to heart. Inhale, as you exhale, airplane the leg. Keep pressing through the toes or the foot to find the muscle activation, and then extend into full airplane. Step it back, inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. And then just work your feet. Just find your nice warrior 2, left knee, trying to get that thigh bone parallel to the ground. Next, inhale, reach forward, exhale into a static extended side. So on this first one, just bring the arms to 12 and 9 o'clock. 12 and 6 o'clock. And from here, we're going to come into reverse warrior. Hold the base from the waist down. You can wrap the right hand or keep it on your thigh. Lengthen. Recommit to the left knee, and then we'll flow here. Inhale. Exhale, extended side. Inhale. Exhale, extended side. Last one, inhale. Exhale, extended side. And reverse warrior. All the way down. Vinyasa. To downward dog. One more time, and we're going to go through the flow. One last time. Inhale, right leg high. Low lunge. Left hand planted. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open. Stay here or come to the knife edge. Open it up. Back to low lunge. Drop your left knee or slide the right foot flat back right into Vasisthasana. In 5, we'll lift the right leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Low lunge, press the hips down, lift the chest. Inhale, Jiva squat, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Stay here with the toes tucked, bring the hands to your heart. Sink low. Hands back to the mat, step it back. Inhale, low lunge, knee to nose. Low lunge, knee to nose. Low lunge, knee to nose, hold it here, hands to your heart. Airplane the leg, inhale, airplane the arms. Step it back, inhale to warrior 2. Exhale, extended side. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. And inhale, reverse. All the way down. High plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. To downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. All the way through, low lunge. Right hand planted, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And wrap. Inhale, stay here or knife edge. Open it up. Come back to low lunge briefly. Vasisthasana for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Low lunge, step it up. Inhale, hips down, lift the chest. Jiva, inhale back. Jiva, inhale back. Jiva, hold it here, hands to heart. Chest lifted. Hands back down, low lunge, inhale, knee to nose. Inhale, knee to nose, hold it here, inhale, knee to nose, hands to heart. Extend the right leg back. Inhale, airplane arms, exhale. Inhale, open it up, warrior 2. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Vinyasa. High plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. To down dog. Final stretch. Inhale the right leg high. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. And then drop the shin. You're trying to get parallel. You probably won't unless you have super loose hips. And then extend the left leg so it's parallel to the mat. If you are up super high, use a block just so the hips are square. You don't want one hip falling lower than the other. And if you have knee issues, you can do the reclined version, which is right here, okay? Making sure that both hips are square and you're not sinking on this right hip. You can extend your arms all the way out. Or maybe just rest your head on your hands. Check in with your breath, the quality of it. Did it get choppy again because you're uncomfortable? If so, I want you to smooth it out, sending the breath to wherever you're feeling the most intense sensations, and breathe through that. Come back up to your hands. You're gonna set them up for down dog. Tuck your left toes under, and we're gonna come to a three-legged dog with the right knee bent and the hip open. So you'll tuck the left toes, guide your right leg up and over, pushing the floor away equally, rooting down through your left foot, and just feel the openness in the right side body. From here, inhale, and then bring your right knee to your nose again. Step it through to low lunge. From here, drop your left knee. Okay? And if it's the floor is hard, you can always cushion that underneath your left knee, or fold your mat up. Walk your hands up to your right knee and push your knee away to find length. Press through both hips. So you can feel a nice lengthening in the left inner groin. All right, from here, shift the hips back so this angle in the knee is 90 degrees. All right, keep your right hand on your right knee. We're going to stretch the quad by grabbing the left foot. All right, so if that's not accessible, that's okay. You can just reach for it. From here, you can stay here or maybe grab it with the right hand. Okay. From here, if you want a little more, you're going to shift forward. Just make sure the right knee doesn't come out over your toes. Breathe. And then gently release. Bring the hands back to the floor. And you're just going to step it straight away back to downward dog. And just use this as a reset button before we do the left side. Left leg high, left knee, left wrist. So you're setting the shin. It might even be helpful to use your right hand to move it up slightly and then press into that foot with your right hand as you extend the left leg back. Bring the hips square to the front and fold it forward. Trying your very best to do what you did on the other side, unless you have an injury to one of your knees. But if you have pain in the knee joint when you're in this, do the reclined versions. It's less pressure on the knee joint. Again, focusing in on the quality of your breath. And especially when you start to get really uncomfortable, the chatter in the head starts to speak, let me up, let me out of here. That's when you want to fire up the breath even more. 3 more breaths. And then coming up to the hands. And again, we'll do the toe tucked. You're going to guide the left leg up and over. Open up the hip, pushing into the floor equally. Your right shoulder will have a tendency to collapse. Don't let that happen. And then bring the knee to nose and then step it through. Again to low lunge. Drop the right knee. Walk the hands up to the left. Push that knee just to find length in the side body. And then you can press the hips forward. From here, shift the hips back, 90-degree angle in the left leg. Keep the left hand on your knee. You're going to grab the right foot and pull it towards you. Right. Maybe both hands. Maybe the hips hips can come forward a little bit. And then release. This time I'm just going to have you come all the way onto your back. Let's bring the feet wide and the knees to touch. Bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. Check in with your breath. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you'll subscribe and come back for more. May there be peace in your minds and peace in your hearts. Namaste.